But to be able to do that, we need one very important element. So everybody, let's get those hands together, make it nice and loud, and welcome out the big giant boat! Look, it's Billy again. Look at the size of that book. Isn't that the biggest book you've ever seen? Oh my goodness. I bet you need an extra large library card to be able to check out that book. Are library cards is still a thing? Probably not. They have an app, don't they? Boop. All right. Amazing. Well, I want to tell you about Horton Here's a Who. It's about the Who's down in Whoville, and they're like extra small, tiny people, and they get into a little bit of trouble, and they're trying to be heard by all the big, regular-sized people. So here in a moment, I want you guys to pretend like you're Who's in Whoville and show off those big, strong, loud voices. But to be able to do that, I got to bring out the master of loud voices. So Carnival family, let's get those hands together and welcome out our mayor of Whoville! Oh, it's Billy again. We ain't got the budget. Okay. Fantastic. So, as our mayor, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to tell everybody, I'm going to have them pretend like they're Who's. They're going to show off their loud voices. They're going to yell as loud as they can. I want you to choose out a junior cruiser that has the biggest, strongest, loudest voice that can help us, okay? Let's try it out. You ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that was really, really great. Who do you think had the strongest, loudest voice? Right here with the green shirt? Oh, that's awesome. What's your name? JJ. JJ, do you want to help us out this morning? You don't have to leave your seat. Yeah, is that cool? Right, well, JJ, you're going to get a really awesome part today, okay? Because you're going to get the part of JoJo, and JoJo is awesome because JoJo saves the day, everybody! Now, JJ, the way JoJo, okay. The way JoJo goes through and saves the day, JoJo at the end of the story yells one word as loud as JoJo can, okay? And that word is yup! As loud as JoJo can, okay? So can you stand up and just turn around, face everybody, and show everybody how loud can you yell that one word? You ready? Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Amazing. We'll let you know when to do that at the end of the story, okay? The rest of the time, you just enjoy and have fun, all right? Now, to be able to do today's story, we're going to have loads of sound effects and lots of different characters. So let's welcome out our first set of characters. Everybody get those hands together and welcome out our sour, bouncing, jumping kangaroos. They're sour, they're bouncing, they're mean, angry kangaroos. Oh, awesome. Now, everybody, anytime you hear the kangaroos coming out, I need you to do me a favor. I want you to put both arms out in front like a kangaroo, and I want you to bounce in your seat and go boing, boing, boing. Let's try it. Everybody, 1, 2, 3, boing, boing. That was really great, but this guy right in the center didn't do it. He's just staring. I see you. Let's get everybody. Here we go. Everyone in the theater, hands up in front. 1, 2, 3. That was really great, but the gentleman in the green shirt right back there didn't do it. So let's try to get everybody in the theater. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Boing, 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 boing. Oh, look at everybody jumping in. As soon as I make eye contact, they go. Oh, I love it. Let's go ahead and bring out our next character. Everybody make some noise for our soaring eagle. Wow. What a graceful eagle, everybody. Now that is a very graceful, very elegant eagle. There we go. Get it out. But I think our eagle needs a call of some sort for everybody to join in. Do you have a sound effect we can do? Wow. Oh, wow. All right, let's try it together. Everybody get your wings up. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I love it. Next, let's go ahead and welcome out part of our animal crew. It's going to be our jungle jaguars. It's a jaguar. He's driving a jaguar. The jaguar. Now, if that's going to be our jungle jaguar today, our jaguar needs a sound effect. What's our jaguar sound effect? All right, you heard it, everybody. Get your jaguars out. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, this is took a turn. All right. So let's see. Let's do a recap. We've got our mayor, we've got our JoJo, we've got our kangaroos, and our eagle, and our jungle jaguars, and we're reading Horton Hears a Who. I feel like I'm missing something. Who do you think I'm missing? What do you think? Shout it out, shout it out. Horton, oh my gosh, Horton the elephant. Oh my goodness. Now, I gotta let you know, Horton is the biggest of all elephants with the biggest of all hearts. So everybody put your hands together and welcome out our Horton the elephant! Our very own Horton here this morning. It's all right, you already got a trunk upstairs. Oh, amazing. Now, our Horton the elephant needs an elephant call as well. Can you give everybody your best elephant noise? Let's try it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. All right, let's hear it, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. You guys sound like the little aliens from Toy Story. The claw. Oh, amazing. So let's see. We've got our JoJo, we've got our mayor, we've got the kangaroos, we've got our eagle, we've got our jungle jaguars, and we've got Horton. Now we need our who's down in Whoville, okay? And that's where everybody comes into play. There's a few different parts that need your help. Like I said, the who's, they get into a little bit of trouble, and they're trying to yell for help. At that point, they start yelling for help like this. They go, "We are here!" And they shout that 3 times. Let's try it together. You ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. We are here again! We are here. One more! Give yourselves a nice round of applause. That was great. Also, there's going to be a part where I'm going to say the field of clovers. When I say that, I need a clover field. I need everybody to take one hand, spread your fingers nice and wide, put it up in the air, and wave it back and forth. Give me that clover field, just like that. Look at that clover field. Beautiful. Now, at the end, also the other part I need is the message of today's story, and I'm going to say it like a million times. It goes like this: a person's a person no matter how small. Now, I'm only going to say the first part. I need you to shout back at me the second part. Let's try it. A person's a person! And with that being said, it's time for our big interactive storytime reading of Horton Hears a Who by Dr. Seuss. That's where you go wild and crazy. Places, places, places. On the 15th of May, in the jungle of Newell, in the heat of the day, in the cool of the pool, Horton was splashing, enjoying the jungle's great joys, when Horton the elephant heard a small noise. So Horton stopped splashing and looked towards the sound. That's funny, thought Horton, there's no one around. Just a very faint yelp. Then he heard it again. Just a very faint yelp, as if some tiny person were calling for help. "I'll help you," said Horton, "but who are you where?" Horton looked and looked, but could see nothing there, but a small speck of dust blowing past through the air. Look at that dust, everybody. Everybody go, ooh. Everybody go, ah. 8 years of theater school for this one moment, huh, Billy? "I say," murmured Horton, "I've never heard tell of a small speck of dust that is able to yell. So you know what I think, why I think that there must be someone on top of that small speck of dust. Some sort of creature of very small size, too small to be seen by an elephant's eyes. Some poor little person who's shaking with fear that they'll blow in the pool they have no way to steer. I'll just have to save them because, after all, a person's a person!" So gently and using the greatest of care, the elephant stretched her great trunk through the air and lifted the dust speck and carried it over and placed it down safe on a very soft clover. "Hop!" humped the voice. "Kangaroos, kangaroos, everybody, kangaroos!" 'Twas a sour kangaroo, and the young kangaroo in the pouch said, "Hump too. Why, that speck is as small as the head of a pin. A person on that, why, there never has been." "Believe me," said Horton, "I tell you sincerely. My ears are quite keen, and I heard them quite clearly." "I think you're a fool," laughed the sour kangaroo, and the young kangaroo in the pouch said, "Me too. You're the biggest plain fool in the jungle of Newell." And the kangaroos plunged in the cool of the pool. "What terrible splashing!" the elephant frowned. "I can't let my very small persons get drowned. I've got to protect them. I'm bigger than they." So Horton plucked up the clover and hustled away. Should I put this speck down? Horton thought with alarm. If I do, these small persons may come to great harm. I can't put it down, and I won't after all. A person's a person!
No matter how small.
Then Horton stopped walking. The speck voice was talking. The voice was so faint, one could just barely hear it. Speak up, please, said Horton, and put her ear near it. My friend, came a voice, you're a very fine friend. You've helped all us folks on this dust speck no end. You've saved all our houses, our ceilings and floors. You've saved all our churches and grocery stores. You mean, Horton gasped, you have buildings there too? My town is called Whoville, for I am a Who, and we Whos are all thankful and grateful to you. And Horton called back to the mayor of the town, you're safe now, don't worry, I won't let you down. But just as she spoke to the mayor of the speck, the animal crew climbed up Horton's neck. Jaguars, everybody, Jaguars! Let's hear your Jaguars! The animals came shouting, what rot? This elephant's talking to Whos who are not. They snatched Horton's clover, they carried it off to a black-bottomed eagle named Vladikov. Let's hear your eagles, everybody. And before the poor elephant could even speak, that eagle flew off with a flower in his beak. All that late afternoon and far into the night, that black-bottomed bird flapped his wings in fast flight, while Horton chased after her with groans over stones that tattered her toenails and battered her bones, and begged, please don't harm all my little folks who have as much right to live as us bigger folks do. But far, far beyond them, that eagle kept flapping and called back, quit your yapping. I'll fly the night through, I'm a bird, I don't mind it, and I'll hide this tomorrow where you'll never find it. And at 6:56 the next morning he did it. It sure was a terrible place that he hid it. Then let that small clover drop somewhere inside of a great patch of clovers, 100 miles wide. Find that, sneered the bird, but I think you will fail, and left with the flip of its black-bottomed tail. Flip, flip, flip. I'll find it, cried Horton. I'll find it or bust. I shall find my friends on that small speck of dust. And clover by clover by clover with care, Horton picked up and searched them and called out, are you there? Then on through the afternoon, hour after hour, till they were found at last on the 3 millionth flower. My friends, cried the elephant, tell me, do tell. Are you safe? Are you sound? Are you whole? Are you well? From down on the speck came the voice of the mayor. We've really had trouble, much more than our share. So Horton, please, pleaded the voice of the mayor's, will you stick by us Whos while we're making repairs? Of course, Horton answered, of course I will stick. I'll stick by you small folks through thin and through thick. Hump, hump the voice. Kangaroos, everybody, kangaroos. Let's hear your kangaroos. For almost 2 days, you've run wild and insisted on chatting with persons who've never existed. And I'm here to state, snapped the big kangaroo, that your silly, nonsensical game is all through. And the young kangaroo in the pouch said, me too. With the help of this animal crew and animal tigers, leopards, rhinos, and jaguars too, you're going to be roped and you're going to be caged. Mayor, Mayor, Horton called, hello, Mayor. You've got to prove now that you really are there. And the people cried loudly, they cried out in fear, here's who we are, here's, you ready, everybody? And 1, 2, 3, we are here. Louder.
We are here.
Again.
We are here.
One more. Give yourselves a hand, that's how you do it. The elephant smiled, that was clear as a bell. You kangaroos surely heard that very well. I heard no small voices and you didn't either. And the young kangaroo in the pouch said, me neither. Let's go, they shouted and caged the big moat. Lasso Horton's stomach with 10 miles of rope. We don't have 10 miles of rope. We just have 10 feet of rope. Sorry, budget cuts. Horton fought back as they started to haul Horton into a cage, but managed to call to the mayor, don't give up, I believe in you all. A person's a person! The mayor grabbed a tom-tom and started to smack it, and all over Whoville they whooped up a racket. Everybody whoop up a racket, beat on the tables, come on, whoop up a racket. They rattled tin kettles, they beat on brass pans, on garbage pail tops and old cranberry cans. And Horton called back, I can hear you just fine, but the kangaroo's ears aren't as strong quite as mine. Are you sure every hoot out in Whoville is working? Quick, look through the town, is there anyone shirking? Through the town rushed the mayor from the east to the west. Then back to the east, then back to the west. Then a little bit to the north, then a little bit to the south. Then to the right, to the right, to the right, to the right. That's enough, that's not part of it, no. But everyone seemed to be doing their best. And just when he felt was getting nowhere and almost about to give up in despair, the mayor suddenly burst through a door. Burst. Let's see that burst again. And burst. Oh, and discovered one shirker quite hidden away in the Fairfax Apartments, apartment 12J. A very small shirker named Jojo was just standing and bouncing a yo-yo. Not making a sound, not a yip, not a chirp, and the mayor rushed inside and grabbed the young twerp and climbed with the lad up the Eiffelberg Tower. This, cried the mayor, is your town's darkest hour. So open your mouth, lad, for every voice counts. When they finally got to the top, the lad looked around, and this is your part, JJ. Couldn't stand up, turn around, and Jojo shouted out. Great job, JJ. He goes, I forgot. And then he went up the sign and went, oh. And that yap, that one small extra yap put it over. Finally, at last, from that speck on that clover, their voices were heard. They rang out clear and clean. And the elephant smiled. Do you see what I mean? They prove they are persons, no matter how small. And their whole world was saved by the smallest of all. How true, yes, how true, said the big kangaroo. And from now on, you know what I'm planning to do? From now on, I'm going to protect them with you. And the young kangaroo in the pouch said, me too. From sun in the summer, from rain when it's fallish, I'm going to protect them, no matter how smallish. How about a nice hand for our performers, everybody? All right, performers, let's take our hands, both hands up, and take a big bow. One more time, both hands up, and a big bow. JJ, I need you. Go ahead and stand on up, turn around, face everybody, and then put both hands up, and take a big bow. One more time, hands up, and a big bow. Oh, but we're not done yet. Keep those hands going, keep them together, because let's welcome out the Cat in the Hat. Job here this morning. Woo! And how about our volunteers out here? JJ rocking out JoJo, and of course our Who's down in Whoville. Give yourselves another big round of applause, everyone. But this isn't the end of our Seuss-a-palooza shenanigans. We still have the Seuss breakfast at the end of the cruise. That's right. The whole breakfast is themed with the characters. You can go through, get pancakes that look like the cat's hat. And of course we have green eggs and ham. That's right. Lots going on throughout the day today. Get out there, have an amazing time. And of course, thanks for joining us for story time. We'll see you around. Everybody say bye, Dustin. Bye, everybody.